Hi, everybody. Welcome to this little video where we are going to quickly go over how to use the app, the coaching app, for your fitness tracking, nutrition tracking, messaging, etc. So we're going to go straight from the start. So if you have been using CoachRX for a while, you might find something in here that's useful to you, or if you've never used it before or aren't yet confident, this video is perfect for you. So it's all going to start when anyone signs up for a coaching program with me. This is how we deliver everything and how we communicate. So the first things first, you will get this email. You need to click on accept invitation, and you also need to download the app to your phone. So I'm just going to go ahead and accept my coach's invitation. It's going to bring me to this web page. So my email, that is correct. That's my personal email. And then it's asking me to set a password. So I'm going to quickly set something really sneaky, use that password, and then we are going to accept the invitation. Now it's asking me to download the app, which there's a short video on. I, for a fact, know I already have it downloaded on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and log into my account. All right, once you've downloaded the app, we are going to go ahead and sign in with that email that we registered with and the password we just created. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Boom, let's personalize your experience. We'll ask you a bit of information about yourself to complete your profile. So go through this as in as much detail as possible. All right, so there I go. I've uploaded my photo. Make sure you upload a photo. I mean, it's fun. You don't have to, but it's good for me because then when I'm on my computer and I'm doing everyone's program, I can quickly see everyone's beautiful face rather than just seeing initials, and it makes it easier and more efficient because I know you by faces, not by AC or whatever your initials may be. So from there, after you upload your photo, it's just going to ask you for some more details. So we're going to go ahead and hit next. My name's right, my birthday's right, perfect. Make sure your birthday is correct in there. It is helpful, and maybe you'll get a little something from me one year. Who knows? Then your email address, make sure that's correct. Your phone number, your time zone. Next, metric or imperial. Let's all go metric here. I would appreciate if we all do metric. So I am 172 centimeters and about, we'll say 75 kilos. I actually have not weighed myself in a long time. What are your goals? So let's just see. Some of these might be ticked, like maybe I've already put goals for you off of your intake form, but you can put them in again here, or you can copy and paste them from your intake form. So I want to build muscle mass, I want to increase strength, and maybe I want to lose a little bit of body fat. And then there's a free type area if you really want to dive down in it, or like I said, you can copy and paste it from your intake form. And this will live inside the app. We can change it, we can update it at any time. Next, this is the intake form. So most of you will have already filled that out, hopefully. But if you have not, you want to go to this link right here. If you have trouble getting there, just let me know. But hopefully all of you will have that completed by then. So you can just hit done. Then we complete. Perfect. You're all set. So now we are logging into the app. All right, then we're inside the app. So the first thing you're going to see is your dashboard, your home screen. So with this, each day you'll have your daily RX. You might not have anything assigned for that day, but this is basically like your assignments. You can recognize those as those little dots above the days with assignments. So as this is a demo account, I've made sure I have an assignment on this first day of both exercise and lifestyle. So exercise is going to be your fitness programming. Lifestyle is going to be things like any nutrition protocols or habits that we've decided that we want to build in. So from here, let's first look at exercise. So I just tap that exercise. I'll have a brief overview first, so I can always just look at it without starting the workout. So say at the beginning of the week, you want to go through and review everything you have that week. That way, if you have any questions, you can ask me in advance rather than looking on the day when you're already in the gym and getting confused or not knowing what to do. And of course, I might not always be able to respond immediately. So review these at the beginning of the week, ask me any questions. So you can see here I have an A1, A2. There is a document about how to read workouts and what this all means, but just real quickly, A1 and A2, that would be a superset. So meaning I'm going back and forth between the exercises. Of course, if that's not possible, you can always split them out. This is just about efficiency. So it looks like there's 3 sets of each, 8 to 12 reps of each, and it's telling me to complete at a 7 out of 10 RPE. Again, there's a document on this, but that's rate of perceived exertion. 10 would be the hardest, 1 would be the easiest. So I'm working pretty hard there. Then I'm going into B, side plank. So that's not supersetted, it's all on its own, 3 times max sets per side. And then finally, I'm finishing with some conditioning work on the air bike, 4 times 1 kilometer, resting 2 minutes. Okay, that sounds good. I'm ready to start the workout. So when you're ready to start the workout, you just hit start. If I put any specific notes in there for you, you'll see that on this first tab. Then the second tab is going to be your warm up. There'll always be a warm up. A lot of you will get quite used to it, so you won't always need the videos. But if you do, they are in the top right. They'll just come down and drop down like so. So we've gone through our warm up. We don't need to log anything for that. Remember, a warm up is just all about you getting moving through the patterns, elevating that heart rate, and making sure we're all limber and ready to go. From there, you'll start to see everything. Now, as I go through, I want to put as much detail as possible. So in my back squat, I'm not quite sure how to do that. That's okay. I have a demo video here where I can hit play. You'll hear my pretty voice over and show you how to do it. Then when I've done it, I can go ahead and type in my results. So let's say the first set, I did 12 reps and I did those at 40 kg. So if I wanted to upload a video of what that set looked like for some video feedback and form review, I would just hit that paperclip icon. Then I go down here and I do my ring rows. Okay, so I did 10 of those and I was standing about 6 inches back from the anchor point. And I would do that for all 3 sets. So I'm not going to do it now for time's sake, but I would put all 3 sets. And then if you're ever at a point and you don't really know quite where you're at, but you have done the exercise quite a few times before, or it says building on previous results, you're just going to look into your exercise history. And there you'll be able to see, oh, look I did this on November 28th. And November 28th, I did 12 reps at 45, 12 reps at 50, 9 reps at 50. So I finished at 50. So maybe I want to start at 50 today. It's all about that progressive overload. I can also add results to 1RMs and things like that, but we'll get into that later. And then always, if you want to look through the search bar, you can type in any exercise. So say pull-ups. And if there was exercise for pull-ups, they would come up. But this is a demo account. All right, so then you just carry on, ensuring you put all your results in for all exercises, uploading videos where appropriate and where you want form review, especially if you're a fully remote client. It's very important that I see how you move from here to there, just to make sure that we are refining any technique and making sure we're moving and performing safely with the ability to grow over time and reach those goals. So once all my results are in, boom, 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 you can see everything is ticked as complete. Say you did miss something, you could just hit miss and then type in why you missed it. So once you type something in, it's already going to mark it, automatically going to mark it complete. Same if you don't type anything, it's going to automatically mark it as missed. But if you wanted to put in a reason you missed something, you can physically tick missed. Always make sure you type in results, times, how it felt, uploading those videos. The more the better. It's going to really help us on this coaching journey. Then if you want to put any comments in, you can put them in at the end. And just hit finish workout. Boom, I've completed 2 workouts now. Current streak 0. From there, we're going to go into lifestyle. So this is going to look different for everyone, but it depends what we've discussed with nutrition protocols or habits. So for this one, I'm going to answer. So it's usually answering a question. So I'm going to answer this question. It says nutrition, protein, log the amount of protein consumed throughout the day in grams. So a common one for a lot of people, rather than tracking all our calories, we're just tracking a macro of protein here to make sure we're hitting that top number. We're not being restrictive. We're just trying to hit a nice big number, logging what we get, and that's going to make us nice and satiated and allow us to build muscle. So I'm going to go ahead and answer that. Okay, yes or no, did I track it? Yes. And I got 120 grams of plant protein. Perfect. There is a little demo here that talks about nutrition and basic lifestyle guidelines. It will always be the same, so you don't really need to worry about that. Finished lifestyle, boom, one, and I'm on a streak of one. Great. So that means all of my nutrition and exercise protocols are complete for that day. I would just carry on throughout the week. And then once a week on a Sunday, please, please, please fill in your check in. It helps keep us accountable and helps us reflect. So, again, that's more of a lifestyle thing. You just go through and answer these questions. You can leave any comments, and I will feed back to you via text, video, however you prefer. Next up, in the top right corner, you will see a messaging icon at any time. If you want to message me there, hey, Tyler, help me. You can just drop me a message, drop me a video, whatever you need to. That's the best way to get in touch with me. And then any notifications from me, you'll always see under the notifications tab. And then lastly, if you go to your profile, there's lots of exciting things in here. So go ahead, have a play. Again, that intake form, you can always find the link there, but you should have already filled that out. The metrics tracking, this is a fun one. So you can always log your weight, your BMR, any of this stuff that you're interested in. I'm not as big there, but the resistance one is good. So in resistance, for instance, over time, I've been tracking my back squat. Bum, bum, bum. You can see these nice little graphs. So if you're someone that's motivated by numbers, us tracking all of this will be really helpful. And also, it gives us a bigger picture. The more we track, we can have a bigger picture of how our body lines up and where any imbalances might be. So it's really, really cool. I can generate a lot of really cool reports from that. And you see there's loads of stuff. I can always add in additional lifts to track. But yeah, more on that if you're interested, just ask me and we can dive into that. If you want to add progress pictures to the app, you are more than welcome to. It's not something that that's for you. That's for you. And then let's keep going. Equipment. So this is good for me if you have a gym or you have a home equipment. Just let me know what's in there. Especially if you're traveling. It's mostly about home equipment. Gyms are pretty much the same. You can let me know what you have access to. Training schedule, if you have preferred training days, you can put them in here as a little reminder to me. Again, we can see those goals and we can adjust those goals over time. Just let me know if you do adjust them, it won't notify me. Documents. So under the documents, so you have a guide to recommended supplements and equipment and all of that fun stuff right here. Boop, boop, boop. So you can click loads of links. The apps that I recommend using for timers, running, weightlifting analysis, tracking nutrition, it's all there. Home equipment, and then of course supplements, brands that I work with, brands that I recommend. Then from there, a quick document on how to use MyFitnessPal. So if you've never used it before, that is super helpful. My promise to you and my expectations of you as we enter this era of coaching together. Home workouts. So there's a couple quick ones in here. If you've talked to me in advance, I probably already programmed them in the app for you. But if you're ever traveling last minute and we weren't able to put something in the app in time, you can always go here. If you're on the go on a holiday, you didn't want anything necessarily in the program, but you just want to get a bit of movement in, there's some fun little home programs in here that you can go through when you're on the road. And then lastly, that training vocabulary document, how to read all the workouts. And you can check back from time to time. Things might be uploaded here as well as in the Facebook group as we find things that are useful for you. And then lastly, if you do need to book a consultation or something, if you need to chat, you can use this link to book a check-in call if you're not seeing me weekly, or if you are a fully remote client, this link will always be here to check your monthly or your weekly calls if it's not already regularly predetermined. And I think that about sums it up. So hopefully this was helpful for you. If you do have any questions about how to use this app, please do let me know in the comment section. But I think that covers it all from the app installation, download, setup, programs for fitness, nutrition tracking, messaging, and the friendly little documents section of the app and how to book in consultations. So So let me know if you have any questions, and I will speak to you all soon.